We are back with another top 10 list. Yes, we're back. I love today. We get to go over the top 10 highest selling cards of the week real fast. First, I wanted to give you a heads up that next Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Panini Blockchain has a new drop. It is the NFL Select Football Packs. They're going on sale for $25 a piece. There's a ton of subsets. There's going to be a ton of new one-of-ones, all the great rookie quarterbacks, the wide receivers. I mean, the class is stacked. So I'm guessing that this is going to be another big drop next Friday. May see a couple quick hits on the top 10 list. If not, the week after is going to be very interesting because I'm sure a lot of these cards are going to resell, and they're probably going to resell for a pretty big number. So nonetheless, let's get into it. The number 10th highest sale of the week is the Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden triple logo man, and this sold for $2,323. And again, we're probably going to see a few more of these flawless cards in the top 10 list because it was such a massive drop a few weeks ago, and last top 10 list was just massive, just full of these double logo mans, triple logo mans. So I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more of these. So this is a cool card. I mean, three of the top players, I'd say more three of the top players 5 years ago than today, but still really cool card. The 9th highest sale of the week goes to LeBron James. This is his base gold flawless. And again, the serial number is 10 out of 10. So that's always going to, bring a premium with it. And it sold for $2,900. Again, the flawless set continues to impress. Last week wasn't enough. We're starting off first two cards being the NBA flawless. Let's see what we got at number 8. Not to be outdone, at number 8, we have Jaden Daniels. Of course, what would a top 10 list be right now without Jaden Daniels, especially with training camp approaching? And everyone knows this card. Everyone knows all of Jaden Daniels' cards. I feel like at this point, he's one of the most recognizable player when it comes to his current rookie cards. However many there are, you feel like you know them all. This is the Kaboom Gold Vertical. The serial number isn't necessarily significant, 7 out of 10, and it sold for $3,555. That's a lot of money, but I can't argue with it. His cards are high, but I'm collecting Caitlin Clark, and hers might even be higher. So I think it just comes down to how are the Commanders going to be in their sophomore season with Jaden Daniels, because they had such a good rookie season. Time will tell, but I think it's a beautiful card. I think it's a good purchase. Now let's roll on to number 7. At number 7, we have LeBron James. Again, this is his base Prisms Gold. Again, another iconic card that you're just going to be able to identify for years, decades to come. Serial number 8 out of 10, so again, no significance, and this sold for $3,666. Again, I love this particular card. I've made the argument that when it comes to collecting LeBron James on the blockchain, this is probably his most iconic card. We don't have the luxury of collecting his rookie card because that was, 18, 20 years ago. But what we do have is this particular card. And with it being relevant in the physical world with all the other thousands of cards LeBron James has, since the blockchain doesn't have that many, I think that this will go down, at least right now, as his most collected NFT sports card. So I can't argue with the purchase. I think for years to come, it'll be continued to be sought after. And since there's only 10 of them, if a collector wants to keep it, now there's only 9 of them. If 2 collectors want to keep it, now there's only 8 of them. So I could see the price continuing to go up over the year. So I'm not knocking this one either. Let's check out number 6. Well, the 6th highest sale is LeBron James. Again, I don't know if this is going to be a LeBron James dominated top 10 list, or people are listening to me and they just think that this card will also have great value in the years to come on the blockchain. But this particular LeBron James base Prisms Gold sold for $3,900. Now, this has a serial number significance. It's 10 out of 10. The previous one didn't, and it sold for $3,666. If I do quick math, what is that? $233 difference. Usually these premiums on the 1 of 10 or the 10 of 10, since there's no jersey match, him being number 23, could go for, 2x more, sometimes 3, just depends. I don't know. Maybe that's too high. But only getting it for a couple $100 more. Wow. I mean, you have to say that even though this is more money that they bought for the same sports card NFT, this is probably a better purchase because of the significance of the serial being 10 of 10. I can't argue with this either. I love to have it in my collection. It's just too much money. Let's go on to number 5. At number 5, we have another sports card that I would love to have in my collection. This is the Lamine Yamal. It is the base mezzanine white sparkle out of only 8, sold for $4,000. I mean, first of all, again, I'll keep repeating this. White sparkle is my favorite set on the blockchain. This is only out of 8. And the cool thing that we have on the blockchain with Lamine Yamal are his rookie cards. So again, I know the hype around this guy is real. It's starting early. I mean, the World Cup doesn't start till next year, and the hype is as if the World Cup starts next month. So I don't know if he's going to continue to go up. There's a lot riding, I think, on this World Cup for his particular value on the cards right now. But if there's one player that I don't really have that I would love to have in my collection, it's Lamine Yamal, and it's the white sparkle that I would put in my collection, never sell it. 4,000. Do I want to say that's a deal? It seems like a deal considering the LeBron. This is his rookie card white sparkle out of only 8. I think it's a great purchase. Let's see what number 4 is. At number 4, we have the Victor Wembanyama base gold. This is serial number 5 out of 10. So again, no significance in the serial number, and it sold for $5,000. Now, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, I feel like the last top 10 list had quite a few of these being sold, and they're right in the, was it the $2,000 range? Maybe I'm wrong with that. If I am, I'll pop it up on the screen right now and post at it. I want to think it is. I don't know. But 5,000, in relation to what we've just seen, it seems like a lot maybe. Like a Lamine Yamal white sparkle rookie for 4. The LeBron James, which I think might be his most iconic card on the blockchain, out of 10 in the 3s. I don't know. Listen, I'm a Wemby collector. I love him as a player. I think all these cards have relevance now and also in the future. Again, for 5,000 though, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? This is going to number 4. I don't know what else to say about this one. At number 4, again, we have the Lamine Yamal, and this is the base field level white sparkle, serial number 8 out of 8, and it sold for $7,500. I don't know if this top 10 list feels personal to you, but it feels kind of like a gut punch to me because these are all like, if I had to jot down like the top 5 sports cards I want in my collection, just to put in my collection and forget about, I feel like these are all them and they're all going, and I don't have the ability to get them, which hurts. But at the same time, I love seeing them because they're just awesome cards. Again, I for 7,500, like I said before, the serial number 8 out of 8 does offer a significance when it comes to price. The previous one sold for 4,000. This one sold for 7,500. So I guess when I said that has the potential to 2 or 3x the price of the card, in this scenario, that's true. It's almost 2x. So thinking back to the LeBron that we saw, the base Prisms Gold out of 10, where the 10 out of 10 sold for only a couple bucks more, I guess it shows that that was even a better buy than we thought just 2 minutes ago going through the top 10 list, because it is true. It can pull 2x more. So again, this is one of those ones I love to have. Kudos to all these people who are buying these amazing cards they could put in their collection. Let's go on and see what number 3 is. And with the second highest sale of the week, not the third, sorry about that. With the second, we have the Trae Young, the Luka, and the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander triple logo man, again, of the Flawless set that's just been massive. I'm guessing we'll see these continue to pop up on the top 10 list for the weeks to come. I mean, you could check the top 50 list last week and you'd just be seeing massive cards. But this sold for $8,000. With the triple logo man, I don't know if you're just a general fan of all these guys or they're just all studs, so you purchase it, or if there's one of these players that you're a true fan of and it's like, okay, I'll take the other 2 along with it. I don't know. But it's a great card, great players. It's the second highest sale. And the only thing left to do is check out what is the highest. Last week, we had 2 bangers. Number 2 sold for $55,000. Number 1 sold for $60,000. So right now, we're already, obviously, we can't touch that. Those were the 2 highest sales of the year. But let's see what we got at number 1 this week. I don't know. Let's check it out. And with the number 1 spot, the highest sale, and it's a big one, the highest sale of the week, and it is big, is Lionel Messi, base Prisms Gold, serial number 8 out of 10. So no significance with the serial number. 8 out of 10. Sold for $30,000. So it doesn't touch last week's, but this is big. $30,000 for a Lionel Messi base Prisms Gold 8 out of 10. I mean, that, I think you could total up the cards we saw on the list from 2 all the way to 10. I don't know if it totals $70,000. Maybe it's right around there. So what would you rather have? Would you rather have the cards 2 to 10 for 70,000? Sorry, for 30,000? Where's 70,000 coming from? From 2 to 10 for 30,000, or would you rather have this Messi for $30,000 in your collection? I know what I'd rather have. I saw so many cards from 2 to 10 that I would love to have right now in my collection that I think have the potential to be even more massive in the next 5 to 10 years. And I could probably find another Messi for a few $1,000s that I like just as much as this one that sold for $30,000. So I think that's the route I go. I don't know. What do you think? This top 10 list was pretty cool. We had a mixture of everything. Not too much NFL, which is surprising because the NFL training camp's around the corner. So I think with the new drop, again, the new drop of NFL Select coming next Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's just going to bring a lot more money into the NFL world. There's going to uncover a lot more 101 blacks of 10 golds. So I feel like they're going to start hitting the market more and more. And in the top 10 list, we'll start to see another run up of the 2024 NFL draft class of quarterbacks specifically. So let me know in the comments what you like the most, what you'd keep in your collection, and what you just don't understand. Which of these are you just like, I don't know that I would necessarily purchase that. And I'll see you next week for another top 10 list. Thanks for watching.